Hi, West Coast Music Shack. Here we are at the Indie Bar, our little home away from home, our little local stomping ground. Welcome, Mr. Pete Hawkes.
Thank you, darling. Thank you.
Great to have you here.
Fantastic to be here. Nice little place you got here.
Yeah, it is. It's a cosy little place,
Very
isn't
good,
it?
yeah. Nice.
Many a good time we've had here.
Sure.
Well, tonight you're playing here with Damon Carron's Psychedelic Freak Flag, who's locals and friends of ours, and also something to be experienced.
Yeah, I'm just doing a little set beforehand, a little acoustic set, so I'm going to sit back after my set and have a few drinks and watch the boys.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's been a big week since you've been here. The Bridgetown Blues.
Yeah, we did the Ellington Club on Thursday, then Bridgetown Friday, Saturday, and then I worked last night as well at JB O'Reilly's, and then tonight. And then I've got a gig on tomorrow. So yeah, it's pretty full on. But it's been good. It's been fun. Bridgetown was great. Ellington was fantastic. And,
it was.
It's all been really good. Yeah, you're always busy when you're working, but I tell you what, I love WA. It's brilliant. I haven't been here for. Last time I was here was maybe 6 or 7 years ago.
Okay.
And but I always love coming here. It's just a fantastic place. So yeah, I've enjoyed myself.
It's good to have you here anytime. Anyway.
Thanks, darling. Thank you. Well, I do a lot of instrumental work. I've got about 8 or 9 albums, and the next one I'm doing is all Russian music. With the one before that I did with Phil, which was jazz, and but I write a lot of
Phil Emmanuel.
Yeah, and I write a lot of music from all different genres. So this was like a compilation of all the works that I'd done from 1996 to 2005, I think. So it's an album with double album. It's got 26 tracks, but there goes from western swing to blues to classical to cello. There's some ambient tracks on there, a lot of ragtime. It's got pretty much everything.
Yeah,
it's good. That's what I do. I write up for a lot of different genres, and so
you do.
I decided to. Someone said put out a record, and that's what we call it. It had a lot of diversity in it, so we called it Double Diversity.
Kind of says it all, huh? Where are you from originally, and how long have you been playing?
Yeah.
I mean, a basic question, isn't it?
Well, I'm Novocastrian, born in Newcastle.
Okay.
And then I lived in London for about 4 years, and I lived in Tasmania for a few years and all over the place in Australia, but more recently in London, then in St Petersburg for about 8 months, which was interesting. And
you did recording over there?
Yeah, well that's what this next record called Gypsy is all about. We've got a lot of Russian players on it, and we're doing very sad vodka lullaby music. It's very, very good.
Yeah.
And and then I've come back to Melbourne, so I've been in Melbourne for about 5 or 6 years, and I really enjoy Melbourne. So weather's, like they say about Melbourne, all seasons in one day.
Yes,
it's true, but it's a nice place. It's good, and it's got a good music vibe. So yeah, but and I'm travelling around a lot these days, and But yeah, I'm keeping busy and out of mischief, so they say. So some people say. So I'm having fun. So that's the main thing. I do. I play with a guy, which varies. Like I've just recently did a tour in June with Phil Bywater, who's a brilliant sax and flute player, and a fiddle player called Aaron Barnden, and we did the coast and Canberra, Wollongong, up north and various places, and that was more to release the Jazz Chronicles, which is my latest record. And so I do gigs with them. I do gigs with Ernie Gruner, who's a klezmer kind of fiddle player. He plays in a band, a lot of kind of klezmer, Russian or Eastern music. And then I'm with, I do solo stuff occasionally, and then I'm with I'm with lots of different people. So I'm kind of working all the time, and so it just depends on the record that I'm doing too and what's going on. But more recently, it's been with Phil Bywater and Phil Emmanuel and Aaron, and Phil and I have just kind of done a few shows over here together. He's touring with Budgie, and so he's come over here with Budgie, and we organised to do a few shows. We often do some stuff together. So it's kind of. You follow a lot of Celtic style as well. Well, it's interesting you say that. I heard from Sunday with the Shinkickers. Yeah, they loved it apparently. Yeah, well, Jerry and I got on like a house on fire, and I've done a Celtic album. It's called the Dadgad Files. It's an album. It's a tuning, Celtic tuning, and it's all in that tuning. And so so we it was good to meet Jerry because we kind of clicked straight away. So we're thinking about a collaboration if both of us can kind of
that'd be cool.
find the time, find the time and
I'm
everything.
sure that project would be worth it. I'll tell you right now.
Yeah, well, you know, we're both on the same wavelength musically, you know, and we have a good time, and so I'll actually be seeing him Sunday, catching up with Jerry. I saw their gig too saw the gig on the Sunday.
Right, okay.
So no, it's all good. And he's hoping to he wants to do a Celtic Gothic rock fusion.
Yes. Oh, he's very diverse also.
Yeah, but
Jerry.
So that'll be interesting. See what happens with that.
Yeah. Right. Okay. You've got some possible travelling coming up. Do you know much about that yet? I know it's just kind of a hint in the wind. Any ideas on? Can you give us anything on that at the moment?
What I'm doing at the moment is I've got this gypsy record, and I've got this string concerto I've written, which is like a violin concerto, and then I've got a possible tour in the States, which is kind of being organised at the moment. And I'm not really sure where we're at with that, but it's started.
Sounds promising, anyway.
Well, if it all goes through that and Europe, so I've got to get this Gypsy album out hopefully before Christmas.
Yeah, have you've started that obviously?
It's finished now. I've got to master it. So, and that's all the stuff I did when I was in Russia. Reminded me of it's all original kind of Russian tunes.
Wow.
So that'll be a bit different.
I'd love to hear that.
Yeah, it's
something really different.
It's different. Yeah, it's good. It's come up all right. It scrubbed up okay. Mm-hmm. So there's that, and then there's this. I've got a guy in the States who wants this violin concerto, which I've got to finish, and then there's this tour. So that's till February or March next year.
It's all on the horizon, all possibilities. Oh, it's something to look forward to anyway, isn't it?
I'm always busy, which is good. It's better than being busy than not.
Is this your first time in WA?
No, when I first released my first record with the festival, which was Secrets, Vows and Lies, but it was an old, different version.
What was it?
Secrets, Vows and Lies was the red.
Secrets, Vows and Lies.
Yeah, I re-released it since, but with different songs and some different songs, but that was the off festival.
Title.
Yeah, and that I toured here with Pip Thompson and a fantastic harmonica player called Justin Smith, or Juzzy Smith, who was at Bridgetown, I think, not this year, but the last year before. And we did the Fly By Night Club, and we did the Margaret River wineries and stuff. But that was going back 1996, 97. So it's been a long time between drinks. Yeah. But it's been really good. I mean, the tour in '97 had its pluses and minuses. It had a few hiccups, but this time it's been really good, you know. And I've really enjoyed pretty much every gig.
I have to ask, what's your musical history? How did you start off, and what's your formal? You got your formal training, obviously. No.
Schooner trained, but no formal training. But I
because you're so diverse. I mean, you're like
my mother's side were very well-known fiddlers with Scottish heritage.
Okay.
My father is a very good piano player, and his father supported us by playing piano in the Depression. He was a brilliant piano player. He could play everything in the key of D pretty much. You just hear it and play it. But he was in the Depression. He was trying to keep the family going, and did that and clean windows and stuff and everything else.
Oh, music, nice.
It was and it was a hard. And then Paddy, my father, he made him get piano lessons, and Paddy was a good piano player, but he didn't, because it was forced onto him and everything else. He didn't really
pursue it.
No, and. I think he did. He played piano once to get Ada, who got married, and after that, she loved his piano playing. After that, it had done its job, and he didn't.
Yeah, sure. He won her off. Okay.
So I've got a pretty strong musical background, and
obviously,
we trace our roots all the way back to some guy who was a musician for the French Louis something or other.
A court player.
Illegitimate, and there was a bit of hanky-panky going on. I think he had a little child. So there's a bit of music in our family. So and I've just travelled around and done lots of different things. I guess the Russian stuff
Wow, that'd be really mind-broadening.
Was mind blowing. It was. We played up Nevsky Prospect, which is the St. Petersburg, and pretty much all the Astoria and all the places, and they're really good players over there.
Beautiful place, I've heard. I've just had a couple of friends.
Gorgeous.
Spent time over there.
Beautiful. The Hermitage in St. Petersburg makes the Louvre look like. You know, there's no comparison. Anyway, so because of that, and because I just generally interested in learning different styles of music, and also for work reasons really too, having a lot of diversity allows you to do a lot of different things, but it's more come from the heart of being very curious about wanting to play different styles. I've been very interested in jazz and keeping the interest going, and pursuing the things that I want to do out of music, and that's really how it's
just all blend.
Well, hopefully in a nice mix.
Well, it certainly is so far.
Well, thank you.
Thanks, Pete. Great to chat with you.
My pleasure.
And let's go in and get a bit of your
done
playing. Excellent. Cheers, mate.